They do the work of the Lord. No matter what goes on, pray, ask for forgiveness. God will come through and protect you at all costs, even in the time of pain.
Yeah, they say I got like a cracked bone, but I got something sticking on my shoulder and it hurting. A lot of my head had like a lot of soft spots and cuts on it. They gave me stitches. My leg right here, it bust open and it's kind of numb on this side. And my neck right here, my back of my shoulder up here, and my chest, it feel like somebody's standing on it.
Like constantly?
New footage has surfaced allegedly showing a tense altercation involving Young Thug and YSL Woody and is sending shockwaves through Atlanta's hip-hop scene. The clip dropped right after Thug's recent jail call leak, and fans are already connecting the dots between the two moments. According to reports, the footage appears to capture an intense exchange, followed by chaos that left people stunned. The clip spread quickly across social media, with users claiming it might be linked to a long-standing feud between the two artists. Some online commentators even questioned whether the incident could bring new legal attention to Thug, though nothing official has been confirmed.
Woody broke a nut car and stole his jewelry. And I'm saying all this because it's all public.
I was a 30 Deep gang member. You can't say I was a YSL gang member. YSL was never considered a gang. Y'all making it
The video first appeared alongside older clips from September 1st, 2025, which originally circulated under the claim that YSL Woody had been involved in a serious dirt bike accident. At the time, online reactions were filled with confusion and speculation as fans wondered what had really happened that day. But hours later, Woody himself went live on social media, reassuring everyone that he was alive and recovering. Wearing a neck brace and speaking calmly, he addressed the rumors directly, saying people were spreading false stories and thanking God for giving him another chance. Now, with both the resurfaced footage and Woody's public statement, the internet is buzzing once again. Whether this clip shows an argument, a misunderstanding, or something else entirely remains unclear, but one thing's for sure, this story has reignited massive discussion in the world of hip-hop. The same man many once accused of turning on his longtime associate Young Thug suddenly reappeared, presenting himself as a survivor and expressing gratitude for what he called a second chance. He even thanked those who prayed for him, saying their support pulled him through. In an interview with Fox 5 days later, Woody appeared calm but serious as he described having no memory of the alleged dirt bike crash. He said one moment he was riding and the next he woke up in the hospital, stunned to still be here. He credited his recovery to what he called divine protection, which quickly sparked another wave of online discussion. With Woody now back in the public eye, fans began wondering what this meant for his ongoing tension with Young Thug. Just before the accident, the two had been at the center of a public back and forth that had social media buzzing. In a recent podcast interview, Thug reportedly mentioned Woody while reflecting on the early days of the YSL case. According to Thug, past disputes and alleged incidents from years ago helped set off a chain of events that eventually drew legal attention to the group. Woody, for his part, has continued to deny any wrongdoing, maintaining that many of the claims about his role in the situation have been exaggerated online. Even while recovering, Woody wasn't staying silent. He went straight to Instagram to respond directly to Young Thug. In his post, he urged Thug to take accountability, adding that he still had love for him, but wanted the truth to be acknowledged. The message quickly went viral, with fans interpreting it as Woody trying to clear his name once again. Online, many saw this as Woody's attempt to remind the public that he shouldn't be seen as the villain in the YSL case. He insisted the situation existed long before he became part of it and that he had been unfairly blamed for things beyond his control. The post reignited memories of Woody's 2024 courtroom testimony and the viral clips that followed, where he was seen discussing his connection to the case. Commentators revisited debates about whether YSL functioned as a music collective or something more, a topic that has divided fans for years. As reactions poured in, social media filled with mixed opinions. Some users praise Woody for speaking his truth, while others question his motives. Public figures even joined the conversation, with some defending his perspective and others calling it self-serving. Although no official response came from Thug's team, the online discussion around their feud only grew louder. What started as a single post turned into another major chapter in the ongoing tension between two figures who helped shape Atlanta's rap scene. Let's be clear, this tension between Young Thug and YSL Woody didn't suddenly start in 2025. Its roots stretch back to the Fulton County courtroom, where Woody shifted from being a background figure to a key witness in the high-profile YSL case. In 2024, Woody made headlines after testimony surfaced showing him admitting that he had not been fully truthful during earlier questioning, claiming he was under pressure to protect himself. His remarks drew major attention, especially when he appeared to address Thug directly during court, creating intense reactions both inside and outside the courtroom. That moment became a lasting part of hip-hop's ongoing legal saga, cementing Woody's name in one of the most discussed cases in recent rap history. And now, whenever new clips or updates appear online, whether about Thug's jail communications or Woody's social media posts, the internet instantly revisits that past drama.
My emotions is making me a fool. So God takes special care of old people, fools, children, and retarded people like Woody. God takes special care of these kind of.
For fans, every new development feels tied to old wounds and unresolved questions. To some, it's about loyalty and truth. To others, it's about betrayal and redemption. That's why the latest footage spread so fast. It reminded people of a story that's been unfolding for years and shows just how deep this tension in Atlanta's music scene still runs. Woody continued to push his message online, urging Thug to stop blaming others and take responsibility for his own actions. To him, surviving the recent crash was a sign that he was meant to keep speaking his truth and standing firm, no matter the criticism. But from Thug's side, many reportedly viewed Woody's posts as another act of disloyalty, seeing him as the one who set off the chain of events that hurt YSL's reputation. What was once a brotherhood had now become a public battle of narratives, each side telling a different story about who really caused the downfall of YSL. Just as people thought the story couldn't get any bigger, another major leak hit the internet. Suddenly, old recordings, past interviews, and alleged audio clips began circulating online, showing Thug in moments fans had never heard before. These materials, said to come from previous investigations, reignited discussion about Thug's image and past controversies. The resurfaced footage reportedly dated back to an older case connected to events from 2015. In it, law enforcement officials were heard advising Thug about his rights, reminding him he didn't have to speak without legal counsel. The clip sparked new waves of debate online, with fans and commentators analyzing every second for context and meaning. Once again, what began as one headline about Woody's recovery turned into a full-blown online storm, pulling Atlanta's rap scene right back into the spotlight.
Never see somebody shooting at us. But if the police question me, I'm trying to convince them that I know what I'm talking about. So it's easy to say, shell kill. It's easy to put people's name with crimes that, because if he did, why y'all don't lock him up? If I say I seen him do it, why y'all don't lock him up?
What came next was the part fans now call Young Thug's biggest public misstep. In one resurfaced interrogation clip, Thug appeared to distance himself from Pee Wee Roscoe, the individual convicted in the 2015 tour bus incident involving Lil Wayne. Thug reportedly told detectives he was surprised by the situation and suggested there had been no bad blood between Roscoe and Wayne. Online, reactions split fast. Some claimed Thug was trying to clarify his position, while others accused him of giving away too much information. That moment became the spark for fresh debate about whether Thug had been as cautious as he should have been while speaking with authorities. Soon after, another round of alleged jail call recordings hit social media, reportedly captured while Thug awaited his RICO trial. The calls appeared to show him expressing frustration about loyalty and the shifting dynamics within Atlanta's rap scene. In one of the leaked audios, Thug allegedly spoke about fellow rapper Gunna's plea deal, saying that it changed how people viewed YSL. He also reportedly mentioned other major artists, comparing their approaches to loyalty and success after facing legal or industry pressure. For many fans, hearing these private conversations was shocking, not because rappers don't vent in private, but because these clips revealed a different, more vulnerable side of Thug. What was meant to stay behind closed doors had suddenly become the internet's latest obsession, keeping the discussion around the YSL case alive once again.
So who the f*** you talking about? You know YSL members on this case that committed crimes in furtherance of the game. You just made it a Rico case. You just made it a case.
When those leaked alls hit the internet, they completely changed how people saw Young Thug. The private tone of the conversations caught fans off guard, showing a more emotional and conflicted side than the confident image many were used to. According to a GQ analysis, the leaks didn't just affect Thug's reputation, they reshaped how people understood his story after the trial. Commentators began asking tough questions. Was Thug a misunderstood artist caught in a difficult system, or simply someone reacting when others made choices he didn't like? Thug quickly responded online through posts on Instagram and X, pushing back against the criticism and insisting that nothing in the leaked clips showed disloyalty. He even promoted a line of clothing tagged Ratwear, using humor and defiance to control the narrative around him. Meanwhile, media outlets reported that the district attorney's office had objected to parts of the leaked interrogation footage being used in court, citing concerns about fairness and ongoing appeals. That move only fueled more discussion about why the recordings surfaced when they did. These leaks didn't just expose behind-the-scenes drama, they reopened old industry rifts and reignited the debate about loyalty, fame, and image in hip-hop.
Feel like Shawty did what he did with the intention of hurting you. You feel what I'm saying? I don't really get that vibe from him. I feel like he's just green. That's just my opinion.
I just look at it. God damn sure was thinking about that one day. Like, I ain't finna say nothing about this. Yeah, woo. I might just be like, man, them folks did what they had to do. But I'm like, what the hell that's gonna change? Because I feel like it's really over with for your rap.
For some, Thug remains a misunderstood figure, standing strong under pressure. For others, he's a complicated artist, still trying to defend his legacy in front of the entire world. As GQ reported, these leaked audios have become the new lens through which fans view the entire YSL story. It's no longer just about courtroom drama. It's about loyalty, personal choices, and what happens when private conversations become public. Each new leak adds more pressure, not only on Young Thug, but also on YSL Woody. Online discussions have framed Thug as a man defending his name, while Woody is seen by some as the one who unintentionally set off the chain of events leading to all this scrutiny. The recordings, which appeared across blogs and social media platforms, were said to include unfiltered calls between Thug and people close to him, including fellow artist 21 Savage. The clips spread rapidly, fueling countless online debates and YouTube breakdowns, analyzing every word. In one of the most talked about calls, Thug reportedly expressed deep frustration over Gunna's decision during the YSL case, saying he felt let down by someone he once considered a brother. The emotional tone of that moment caught fans off guard and reignited the ongoing conversation about friendship and trust in the rap world. What started as leaked phone calls quickly evolved into a larger discussion about how fame, loyalty, and legal battles can blur together, and how one conversation can shift an entire public narrative overnight. During one leaked call, 21 Savage reportedly reminded Young Thug that he had once advised his own brother to accept a plea deal involving YSL, highlighting what many online called a major contradiction. Fans quickly picked up on it, asking how Thug could criticize others for decisions similar to ones he had previously supported. GQ later noted that this exchange reshaped Thug's image in the public eye, replacing the idea of a perfectly loyal leader with that of a complex, emotional artist struggling to navigate his own code of honor. It showed how, in the industry, loyalty often shifts depending on personal stakes and timing. The clips also included Thug allegedly commenting on other artists, reportedly suggesting that some industry figures had changed after major life events. One moment that stood out was when he appeared to reference Gucci Mane, a respected Atlanta icon, in what fans interpreted as light criticism about moving on from old rivalries. That remark stirred strong reactions online, since the two share deep musical history. Elsewhere in the recordings, Thug voiced frustrations about the music business, claiming that chart placements and streaming figures sometimes favored others unfairly. While he didn't name anyone directly, fans on social media speculated freely, linking big names and sparking fresh debates. Overall, the leaks painted Thug as a man torn between pride, loyalty, and frustration, a human moment that continues to divide the hip-hop world. In the leaked audio, young Thug's tone surprised many listeners. He sounded frustrated and defensive, openly questioning who had stayed loyal while he faced his legal challenges. When clips from the calls were later played on The Breakfast Club, Charlemagne the God and DJ Envy discussed the contradictions in Thug's comments. Charlemagne even pointed out that 21 Savage seemed to be the calmer voice, urging Thug to let things go and focus forward.
Meanwhile, online commentators like 99.9XTC revisited the story behind the leaks, noting that parts of the original interrogation footage had reportedly been excluded from court proceedings. That detail sparked endless speculation about how and why the material suddenly surfaced online. Fans quickly divided into two camps, some defending Thug, saying the calls only showed him venting frustrations, while others argued the clips exposed inconsistency between his words and actions. Supporters continued to post his Ratware merch showing solidarity, while critics claimed the leaks damaged his credibility in the ongoing YSL conversation. Ironically, the controversy seemed to boost Gunna's public image. As Thug faced mounting scrutiny, Gunna was seen thriving, selling out shows, hosting fan meetups, and focusing on music. The contrast between the two added a new chapter to their complicated story, reminding everyone how quickly narratives can shift in hip-hop's fast-moving spotlight. That's when the story took a major turn. For many fans, these leaks completely reshaped how Young Thug's legacy was viewed. The public narrative shifted from seeing him as purely a victim of circumstance to recognizing him as a complex figure navigating his own contradictions. What was once a story of a tragic hero became one of an artist caught in the chaos of fame, loyalty, and personal choices. Commentators described this moment as a turning point in the entire YSL saga, one where private frustrations and unfiltered thoughts suddenly became part of hip-hop history. When the leaked calls spread, it wasn't just about what Thug allegedly said regarding Gunna, it was about how many people his words touched. The recordings revealed the weight of his emotions, with entire sections of Atlanta's music scene feeling the impact. Reports suggested that in some of those same calls, Thug and 21 Savage allegedly discussed how artists like Lil Baby and Lil Durk had made indirect comments online related to Gunna. Fans interpreted this as another example of how deeply intertwined all these relationships have become in modern rap culture. The leaks didn't just expose tension, they redefined it, showing how one man's private venting could almost ripple through an entire industry almost overnight. According to reports, 21 Savage dismissed recent rap drama as simple clout chasing, while Thug appeared to agree. Fans noticed tensions rising online when artists began unfollowing each other after Gunna's plea deal, signs that old friendships were starting to strain under public pressure. Thug also reportedly shared his opinions on other artists, praising Drake as someone who helps elevate others while expressing frustration toward Kendrick Lamar and Andre 3000 for what he saw as not doing the same. Listeners quickly pointed out that some of those claims didn't match reality, suggesting Thug was venting more from emotion than fact. In another moment that sparked online buzz, Thug allegedly made a negative remark about rapper Glorilla, which she immediately responded to on social media. Thug later apologized, saying his comments came from frustration and stress during his time in custody.
The exchange reminded fans just how personal and emotional these leaked conversations had become, revealing the human side of artists constantly living under public scrutiny. Thug later explained that his comments came from a difficult place, saying he was speaking out of frustration while adjusting to life in jail. Still, the leaked audio changed how many viewed him, less like a confident star and more like someone under heavy emotional strain. Reports claim that in those calls, Thug allegedly criticized fellow artists, including Future, suggesting their friendship had grown distant. The remarks surprised fans since the two had long been seen as close collaborators and major figures in Atlanta's rap scene. Even producer Metro Boomin and rapper Drake were reportedly mentioned in the leaked clips, with Thug expressing disappointment about how they had handled personal or public matters. Online, reactions were mixed. Some saw it as raw honesty, while others viewed it as frustration spilling over. Ultimately, the leaks revealed a vulnerable side of Thug, an artist battling isolation, loyalty issues, and public perception, all while his words echoed far beyond the walls of his cell. In later leaks, Young Thug's tone toward Drake reportedly shifted back and forth, one moment showing appreciation, the next expressing frustration. When a longer 28-minute call surfaced discussing both Drake and Metro Boomin, fans said it was hard to tell where Thug truly stood. Some felt his words sounded harsh toward friends who had publicly supported him during tough times. In his music, Thug also appeared to address former associates, mentioning names from his own circle in what listeners interpreted as a message about loyalty and disappointment. For longtime fans, it felt like watching a once tight collective fall apart in real time. When Thug later appeared on a podcast, he admitted he had been speaking from emotion, describing the calls as private venting during a difficult period. While some fans accepted that explanation, others felt the damage was already done. The leaks had painted him as isolated and conflicted. Meanwhile, Gunna stayed quiet, focusing on his tour and career success, while the world debated whether the YSL legacy could ever be repaired. Gunna's silence spoke volumes. While Young Thug's name dominated headlines, Gunna stayed quiet. No interviews, no subliminals, just music and momentum. Many fans began to see that silence as its own statement, a calm contrast to all the noise surrounding Thug's leaked calls and public rants. As The Breakfast Club and other outlets discussed, the old idea of street code seemed to be losing its grip. Charlemagne the God even said the obsession with loyalty tests was outdated, noting that younger fans care more about music and success than about behind-the-scenes drama. The leaks ended up representing a much bigger culture shift. Commentators debated whether Thug was holding on to an old mindset or simply struggling to manage the pressure of fame and loyalty in the digital age. By the time Thug later admitted he'd been thinking too hard during that period, the public had already made up its mind. His story had moved beyond the courtroom. It had become a lesson in image, silence, and control. Don't miss the next breakdown. Subscribe, hit the bell, and stay tuned for more deep dives into hip-hop's biggest stories.